Okay, it looks like our mixture is just about ready. It's kind of like a thick goo, like mud a little bit. Okay, so we have our pan. What we need to do is spray this pan so that our cake doesn't stick. So you can either use a little bit of butter, or I like to use this cooking spray. That's nonstick spray that your moms probably have some of it too. So what you do, you don't need very much. So just shake it up just a little bit, and then just a few squirts around the pan. That will just keep the cake from sticking to the edges, so when we're ready to take it out, it all comes out. Okay, so now that our cake is finished, our batter is finished, our cake isn't finished. See how it's running like that? That's good looking batter. Okay, so I'm going to take my dirty paddle off, put it over there with my dirty dishes, and then all I'm going to do is just do a quick stir around the pan, or the bowl. Sometimes the flour gets stuck to the sides. I just like to get that cleaned off a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is just pour it right into my pan. And you want to go fairly slowly so that it doesn't splatter out on the edges, and you kind of have to just push it a little bit to keep it coming off of the edges. It's all going in there. Let's see. Some weight in the bottom that doesn't want to come out. Look at that. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So here's our cake batter ready to go in our preheated oven. This is another part that you're going to want to have an adult help you with, putting it in the oven and taking it out of the oven. So here it goes into the oven. Put it right in the middle. And then we're going to set the timer for 30 minutes. If you don't have a timer on your oven, you could use it on your microwave, or you could use your watch. So in 30 minutes, our cake is going to be ready to take out, and then we can frost and decorate it. Okay, our cake has cooled off. We've let it cool for about 30 minutes probably. And I've taken it out of the pan, so we're ready to frost it. And because it's a heart-shaped cake and Valentine's Day is coming, we're going to use white frosting, and we're going to have red sprinkles. So the first thing you do is I got this can of frosting. You can make your own frosting, but I find that it's easier to just buy it. So we're going to take the frosting, and this is just whipped plain white frosting. You can do any kind of frosting you want, any kind that you think tastes good. So we're going to open it up here, and I usually give it a quick stir, just a little bit on top, just to get it mixed a little bit. And you might notice that I'm using this white spatula. Again, this works really well for spreading frosting around on a smooth cake, because you can make it as thick or as thin as you want it. So the first thing I'm going to do, frosting your cake is pretty simple. You just take a glob of frosting, you're going to plop it right in the middle. Now you have to be sure the cake is completely cooled, because if it's still a little bit warm, the frosting gets weird and then it doesn't want to spread around. And then you don't have a very pretty looking cake. Look, I lost a piece of my cake. Ah! I'm going to have to glue that back in with frosting. So all you do is just put some in the middle and just kind of spread it around. You can make it really thick if you want. I'm going to do it pretty thin because my Valentine doesn't like frosting that's super thick. So here I'm going to use a little bit of frosting as glue over here to fix this piece that fell out. This is the kind of glue that is yummy. It won't lick the spatula. That would be gross and not very hygienic. Okay, so we're going to just smooth it around the edges. I need a little bit more here, it looks like. Just plop it right on top. Sometimes you'll get little bits of your cake that stick to your spatula. That's okay. You can always smooth those back into the rest of the cake. So just keep smoothing it around. We're almost finished. See, it goes really quickly. This is definitely a job that any of you can do. Okay. Just one final little bit. Whoops. I have some trying to escape. Okay. So we're going to smooth this last little bit on top, and then it's going to be time for sprinkles. Now this cake recipe, you can make one cake like this, or you could use it to make cupcakes, or you could do 2 small round cakes and stack them. If you make 2 small round cakes and you want to stack them, you would just put this frosting in the middle between the 2 cakes, and then you would frost all the way around the top, just like we've done here. Okay, so here is our cake that is all frosted, and now we have some red sprinkles. We're going to just sprinkle these all over the cake. Oh, look how pretty. It looks like a Valentine dessert. It's beautiful. If you have other decorations you'd like to put on, you could certainly do that too. But here is our Valentine cake. All ready for Valentine's Day. And we're going to see if my special Valentine enjoys a taste. Okay, here's my Valentine, ready to try the cake. Wonder what he thinks. I think he likes it. Yay, thank you guys for helping me make this cake. I had fun baking with you, and next week we will do something else. We love you.
Love you.